Hey Sherry, what's up? You sound kind of frantic on the phone this morning.
Mary isn't here today, and now it turns out Randall isn't here, and I'm so used to having their talent and skill here, and I don't remember how to run everything on my own, and I'm alone, and I'm not good at right.
Okay, it's gonna be all right. I'll help you out. No problem. You need the cameras?
Really, Ian? You'll help me?
Yeah, that's not a problem. I mean, how hard can it be to point a camera, right? I can totally pull this off.
Well, yeah, it's just been such a long time, and there's a lot going on, and I'm just kind of stressed,
Yeah, I can see it.
All right, okay. Are you like
in the picture, right?
Right, yeah, exactly, and you'll be able to do the announcements without having looked at them first, and
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll do all that stuff. That'll be no problem at all.
Yeah, it's so much nicer having a co-host. I could do it myself, but it's just way more boring, and so.
Okay,
thank you.
Seems good to me,
you're
right?
a lifesaver today. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Big load off my back, and. All right, are you ready? I'm going to go ahead and I'll count us in.
Okay.
And then we'll do the beginning. You remember the beginning? I think it's there on the...
Yeah, it only took me 4 times last time. We'll get it. It'll be fine.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Live from Aunt Betty's studios in Carson City, Nevada.
From First Presbyterian Church, where we are opening the gospel to Carson City and beyond, it's the Mary and Sherry Show. I appreciate your help. I do. I appreciate your help, but something looks off. Will I hurt your feelings if I?
No.
Okay. I don't know. I think that there's a slight adjustment that needs to be made, and so let me see what I can do here. Hold on. And where are you? Yeah. Okay. Hold on. I'm almost there.
I liked it where it was.
I asked if I would hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
I want to make sure.
All right. Okay.
Well, I think this is okay. Yeah. This is.
Yeah.
We're good. Okay.
Totally fine.
I think that's way better. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. Sorry.
That's all right. Hey, you are the boss. You are the boss.
All right. Shall we put on our headphones then?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
I forgot about these because I remember I asked questions about them last time.
Okay. So we did the intro, so we're okay. We can.
We'll just use that.
Well, yep. Exactly.
Sounds
good. You want to get into the shout out then, or do you want me to kind of intro that?
Oh yeah. I think it'd be less. Maybe more appropriate if you did it. So you wrote it. Do it.
I did write it, and so it's the shout out is actually, it's not to you. You're welcome.
Yeah, right.
You're welcome. No, but the fact that you actually have there's a pastor's Bible study going on, it was very well received, and I think one of the things you've probably learned, I still have a hard time remembering that you've been here for a hot second. It's you haven't been here that long.
It seems like so long. Just
you haven't stopped.
Yeah.
You literally haven't stopped, and so I think it does feel. But I think something you may have learned is how eager people here are to learn and dig deep into Scripture.
Yeah, that was really cool for me. That was a lot of fun. I had a blast doing the pastor's Bible study, and I'm glad it's there. That was a fun thing, and I really appreciate that people were interested too.
Right.
That'd be a bummer, to prepare and nobody shows up. So thank you for showing up.
Yeah. All right. Well, why don't you tell a little bit about what happened yesterday in the evening?
Oh yeah. Okay. So in the evening we had another meeting for teen ministries, and we had a conversation about how are we going to get this going? We just need something for the teens who are already in our church and who are ready to connect to our church, where they can jump in. And the thing about youth ministry is, in order to have a thriving youth ministry, you need lots of kids. And in order to have lots of kids, you need a thriving youth ministry. So we just have to jump in and get it going. And we had some really excited people who were like, I'm going to show up. I'm going to love the teenage kids in our congregation, in our community. So we're going to be announcing some stuff, I think, on Saturday at the family dinner. And we'll tell people more on Sunday, too.
Right. And I just want to clarify, because honestly, here I am in this position as family ministry coordinator, and sometimes I get a little scrambled. We have 3 things happening youth-wise in the plans. There's the Youth Alpha, which is a whole program.
Yeah, and a lot of people haven't even heard about that.
Right, and we'll get to that. We'll talk about that Saturday. There's youth outreach to those kids in our community who are unchurched and are desperately looking for identity, and we want them to find their identity in Christ.
Yeah.
And then there's the youth that we have existing, and we're going to start by serving them, because by serving them first, then we're going to have that basis for those other kids to come in and say, hey, I want part of that.
Yeah, that's right. Well, and I just want to reinforce for everybody, if we have any young people in our congregation, that's something, God has given us those people to love and to serve. We have a responsibility to them. And I want us to all hear that loud and clear and be asking and praying, how does God want to use me? If we only got 3 of them right now, that's okay.
Right.
We've even got a few more than that, but and that's just the teens. Just be open to what God is calling you to.
Yep. Prayer, first off. He calls all of us to prayer. So
that's right.
Be praying for our teens.
Jesus, God, the Bible, prayer. We can add that. It's the 4th answer.
There we go.
You got those 4, you can answer just about any question.
Well, speaking of teens and then moving into families, because you can't have teens without families.
That is true.
We have our FPC family dinner coming up on Saturday. We have invited our families and those who are interested in being involved with our families to come to dinner on Saturday. So we're going to have a dinner, we're going to have childcare for the little ones, and we're going to have some really great discussions over how we can best love and serve our families here at FPC. So excited for hearing their input, because we've been kind of behind the scenes like thinking of plans and going, oh, wouldn't it be great if, and oh, this would be neat, but all of that means nothing if it's not serving our families.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and if you are a family, you've got some kids, you've been invited to the dinner. I think we invited everyone connected to the church, or even a little bit connected to the church. If somehow you didn't get that invitation, you are still welcome to come with your family. But I just want to make sure everybody knows we worked really hard to make sure that everyone connected, and I think we've got about 40 people on the RSVP list, and that's really exciting, really exciting.
Yeah, so I'm just looking forward to a good time.
Yeah. Okay, so the tea. That's me. And by the way, I can hear in the headphones that I'm like banging on everything. So good luck with the sound later. So the tea is coming up on May 4th, Saturday, May 4th. And there's going to be a raffle. There are 22 raffle items, and the tickets for the raffle are $2 for each ticket, or you can get 6 for $10, which is a $2 savings. But we are raising money, so just feel free to go crazy, and buy as many raffle tickets as you want. So you can bring money to participate in the raffles to further help with the old sanctuary preservation and restoration. Prizes include donations from several restaurants, a China tea set, some quilts, spa gift certificates, jewelry, and more.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. And there's a free raffle ticket if you wear a hat, or this says a fascinator. I don't know what that means.
Have you ever seen pictures of a British wedding, like a British royal wedding?
Maybe.
And you see women, and it's not really a hat, but there's like a thing floating above their head.
Okay.
It's basically a headband with tulle and feathers.
All right, so
that's a fascinator.
Yeah, the only thing I really know about headwear is if it has a sports team logo on top of it. That's all I do. But
I own a fascinator.
okay, great. You will educate me. That'll be wonderful.
As if he ever had any desire to know what a fascinator was.
Well, education is a good on its own.
There you go.
Whether or not
That's
you wanted
true.
it, that is a good thing.
But anyways, the thing is, you
Yeah.
were saying, everybody wearing a hat or a fascinator, what happens with them?
Well, they get a free raffle ticket for a very special prize. I guess it's not even one of the ones that we've listed yet. So
Right.
that's exciting. I wonder what it is. Maybe I have to buy a fascinator. We'll find out. So, but everyone will go home with something.
There's a favor. They've
Okay.
been making favors, and everybody's going to go home with one of those. Yeah.
Maybe it'll be a collectible, valuable sometime in the future.
Hopefully, I was going to say, hopefully it has the date on it. That way it could be the first
Yeah.
annual.
Yeah.
And then you could-
So when our mission is done, we've
Yeah.
taken the gospel to Carson City and beyond. And all the people beyond are like, we know Carson City and we know First Presbyterian Church.
Yeah.
We want one of those favors, and you can put them on eBay, which you shouldn't
Nice.
because they have lots of sentimental value. But I'm just saying that's a possibility. You should definitely make sure to
That's-
buy lots of raffle tickets.
That is
Yeah.
one possibility.
Yeah.
There are others going through my mind right now we don't have time to even share. So
Yeah.
we're going to move on.
Yeah.
The day after the preservation tea, which is May 4th, is May 5th, also known as Cinco de Mayo. And we were just so fortunate that it landed on a Sunday this year. And so for fellowship time, the fellowship committee is providing chips and nacho cheese sauce. And what we want all of you to do is bring your favorite topping to put on nachos to share. And they'll put all of those out so that we can just have a nacho bar.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun, and it's especially great because we're having a new covenant partner class on the same day. So if
Right.
you're interested in becoming a covenant partner, that's our term for membership here at the church. If you want a refresher on what it means to be a covenant partner, or maybe you're new and you're not ready to make a commitment yet, and we love you if that's the case, but you want to learn more about the church, covenant partner class is a great way to do all of that, and you'll be able to grab your nachos, which you'll do that first. Go to the nacho bar, grab nachos, and then we're going to move on into the fellowship hall for the covenant partner class. And Bill Rose and I will be
great.
leading that. So we hope that you'll come out for whatever reason. We would love to have you there to learn about the church, to meet some people. It'll be great.
Thank you, Bill, for helping with that. Moving on through May, May 11th is Grace Works. And what a wonderful thing we've had going on for years now, where we as the church go out into the community and serve our community and spread the love of Christ through the community. And you have to sign up for different, we have a lot of different things that you can sign up for, service projects. Now you're going to start here at 8 a.m. with a probably delicious breakfast provided by Calvary Chapel. And then you're going to go out to your sites. Now what you're going to do is you're going to sign up with Deniseville and Debbie O'Day in the narthex. And if you just happen to not be here, but you're going to be here in May, call the office. They'll get you connected with someone. The Family Ministries project specifically is staining a fence and getting that repaired for fish. But what I need is, even though I'm just saying, hey, that's a Family Ministries thing, if your family wants to partake in that and help, you need to sign up so that they know that you're coming.
Yeah, sounds good. And I was just listening to Tim Keller preaching about loving your city. And of course, Redeemer in New York has been really great at that. But he was quoting from the prophets where it said, seek the good of the city where you are. He said this to the exiles. And he said, we're not doing it with ulterior motives. We're doing it because God loves these people.
Right.
And we just get to go out and love folks too. And it's not about an outcome so much as about just the ability to go out and love folks. And let's show people that's what we're about.
I love that. That's great. And you can get a t-shirt for $12. So
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we have two missions to pray for this week, and one of them is Lou Hawley and the KLDP in Thailand. And of course, Lou was just here. She left last week, and right now she and Bang are in Oregon, I think outside of Portland, and so they're spending some time there, and then they'll be heading back to Thailand. And I have to be honest, I have never served on a mission, so I don't know the difficulties of it, short term or long term. But I've heard stories.
Yeah. Well, and going on a mission trip, it takes you out of your comfort zone, definitely, which is a good thing. That's part of the value of a mission trip. But even more importantly, it reminds us that people all over the world, down the street, across the country, and on the other side of the world, they need the gospel. They're like us, and they also have things, and they live in ways that we learn from. So I think a good mission trip kind of runs both ways, where everyone gets something, and everyone gives something. So
nice.
And I get Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
Right. I figured you could speak more to that.
That's true. So I actually, on Tuesday, went and joined the huddle at Carson Middle and spent some time with Timothy, talking to the kids and answering some questions, and that was great. I mean, it's been so much fun making that connection with Tim and being an encouragement, I hope, to that ministry, and also meeting some of our local kids. And I think we had 60 kids just at Carson Middle.
Wow.
Through the 3 lunch periods.
That's
you have
great.
30 minutes to try and communicate something. And
so you
build
had
some
like 6th graders, then 7th and 8th.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
But I know one of the kids, we were talking a little bit about, well, how do we hear from God? Well, the Bible. God wrote down a message for us so we can hear from Him. And one of the kids raised their hand and said, I don't have a Bible.
Oh.
And Timothy, I guess FCA, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, publishes not their own Bible, like they've changed it, but they have their own FCA themed Bible with notes and such in it. And and he's asked in the past if maybe we can help contribute and help buy some Bibles for some kids. So that's something to keep in mind and something to be praying over as well.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. That's exciting. That's a tough crowd. 6th through 8th graders are intense.
Yeah, I had, this is for free. I say this all the time. You guys are tired of getting free stuff because it just means this goes longer. But the chaplain at the college I went to, at the university I went to, he used to give the same message every year. So I was there. I crammed 4 years of college into 5. So I heard it 5 times. And he would get up front. He'd talk about this guy who came to Christ and became a junior high pastor. And Ron Hafer, the Biola chaplain, always said, the junior hires, God love them, because nobody else will. Now, if you're a junior hire, I want you to know that's not true. We do love you. We think you are great.
Yes.
But it is an age.
No.
And it is kind of a challenge.
Just as an add-on to that, I can speak coming from public education. I taught 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and we would always say, God bless the kindergarten teachers and the middle school teachers. They are special.
Yeah.
That is, both of those ages are, I think, the toughest.
Yeah, well, they've just got so much going on.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. They do. They absolutely do.
Yeah.
So we can definitely, that just rolls it right back into praying for our teens.
Yeah, and we'll change Ron Hafer's saying. It's not God love them because nobody else will.
Yeah.
It's God love them and God help us to love them because, gosh, they need a lot of love and they deserve it.
Yep. Yep, and we were all there once upon a time.
That's true.
Lived through that. So.
We were all pains in the necks.
And I will say, at least for me, there is photo evidence, but that's it.
Okay. There's no memory evidence.
No,
it's only
no. There's memory, but I mean, there's no TikToks and Facebook.
Oh, right. Yeah,
all of that.
Yeah. Junior
which is nice.
Permanent
It can
these days.
Fade away a little bit.
Lasts forever.
Yeah.
Parents, be careful what you let your kids put online. They may not love it, but it's there forever. Just watch out.
For sure. Well, thank you for joining me.
Sure. Yeah. What a pleasure.
Yeah, always. And you could work harder on goofing up some. That would help me.
Well, I did last time. Remember last time we were trying to do that live from Aunt Betty's Studios.
No, but listen, that's true. We did 4 times.
It's bad.
But I do want to say thank you for your camera help and for just joining me here and taking care of my stress, because I was way stressed. And And I just want to say a special shout out and thank you to Mary and to Randall for taking care of us during all of doing this, because we couldn't do it without you.
Yes. Mary, hurry back. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
All right, well, this is YouTube, so we invite you to like, subscribe,
and oh yeah, I don't remember what this means.
Ring the bell.
And ring the bell.
Ring the bell, and of course share this. If you think of somebody who could hear something that we had to share, please share it with them.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
God bless. Take care. We'll see many of you Saturday.
Yep.
And those we don't see Saturday, we'll see Sunday.
See you Sunday.
Bye. I'm going to cut this part out because I think I screwed up. I don't know my own notes.
Yeah.
I have to have something for the bloopers. Yeah. Now, you are really slick today. You're not helping me at all because you're not giving me bloopers.
Oh, no bloopers. I'm sorry.
No, but I was going to say before...
I could pick my nose if you want.
Please
I'll
don't.
do it. Okay.
Don't. Before you so smoothly took us from Nacho Bar to New Covenant class, that was beautiful. That was
Okay.
really... Wasn't that a thing of beauty, people? Can we give him a golf clap? Do you have a favorite topping for your nachos?
Favorite topping for my nachos? That's a good question. Man, if I were to build nachos, they would have, first of all, the fake cheese, the nacho cheese.
Okay.
Right? That is the best,
Right.
especially if it's
Not
spicy.
my cheese, yeah.
Yeah.
Not
that's
Joe
right.
cheese.
You would die, and I will eventually die. As my
Okay.
arteries harden. But, and then beans, some good meat. I can't have beef, unfortunately. So,
But there's pork and chicken,
or
those are
pork,
all good,
yeah. And probably some jalapenos.
Yeah.
You know, that would be good. That sounds.
I'm pretty sure that's what
good.
Joe's going to bring, is jalapenos.
Okay.
That's his
I was thinking a lot of people might bring jalapenos.
They might, yeah. I don't think there's anything there I can have, but that's all right.
Well, that's
fine.
part of my plan. Like, stay away from my nachos, Sherry. Here's a blooper. I knocked the microphone. That was perfect. So,
Time out. There was something else I wanted to say about nachos. One more thing I did want to say about the nacho bar. You don't have to bring something in order to enjoy the nachos. If people don't bring things, we won't have the nacho bar. But I know we have plenty of people who are able to do that. So if you're unable to bring things or you forget, don't even worry about it. Just come enjoy.
I feel like we spent half this episode talking
On
about
nachos. I know,
Yeah,
but I thought that was an important note. Why did I'm still confused.